Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be talking about Makeup Revolution, giving my thoughts on them and kind of like my opinions on what's been happening with them over the past few years or so. So if you want to see my thoughts on all that and just my thoughts on what like them as a brand now, then just keep watching. So I've definitely noticed a decline in Makeup Revolution standard in the last few years. I would definitely say their peak for me anyway was kind of 2020 to 2022, you know, when they were just releasing loads of collabs and everything. I know I have complained slightly about the collabs as well in the past, but when they first started those collabs it was amazing. When they first started releasing those collabs it was amazing, but then they just got to a point where they were just like they were launching something, and then they were, before they'd even launched like something, they were teasing like the next collab. It was all just getting a bit much. I was like, you know, just focus on one thing at a time. So yeah, they started off really strong. Like I really think like 2020 2021 was the really good era of Makeup Revolution. They were doing so many collabs. They were doing the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror collab, they had Disney Princess collabs, they had so many good quality, well thought out collabs. But then I'd say like, I don't know, I think maybe like end of 2022, start of 2023, I'd say it got to a point where they were just kind of constantly churning them out. It felt like that anyway, and like week after week it was just like a new collab, and it was just like kind of exhausting. It was like, it almost made me lose interest a little bit, because it was like, you know, I've just bought from this and now you're releasing new stuff, and I know I don't have to buy it, but you know, it just feels like there's not a lot of quality when you just keep on, you know, you don't give certain collabs their moment, so to say. So yeah, they definitely, that's how I felt it went anyway. But I feel like they don't really do, they stopped the collabs kind of. They had last year they had Emily in Paris and they had and they had Wonka collab. I feel like they don't really do collabs anymore. They haven't had a recent collab. They had a Shrek collab as well, which I loved. But yeah, so I feel like they were bringing all these collabs out one after one, and then I'm gonna have to check this, but they 100% they just stopped. Yeah, so I've just checked there, and the last collab showing is It, and that was released around Halloween time, so they haven't actually done any collabs since then. So I feel like I always kind of thought their standard products were kind of basic, so I really thrived off the collabs. I loved the collabs. You know, at the start, whenever it felt like they put more kind of effort into them rather than just constantly turning them out. So that's actually a little bit sad that they stopped the collabs, seemingly, because they were really good. Like the Simpsons and Disney Princess, and there was other really good ones. Oh my gosh, the Friends collabs. They had like 3 parts to that and they were just so good. Like I really loved those collabs. So yeah, I hope they haven't stopped doing collabs completely, because for me they were the highlight of the brand when they actually, you know, when they focused on them and made really good quality products. So yeah, I actually do have a bunch of stuff here that, you know, were kind of like really good products from Revolution, but I will start with kind of what I think is for me the best part of Revolution. And I have to go back to this every time. For me, the best part about Makeup Revolution and the products I'll always sort of continue to buy, it will always be their base products, like their foundations and stuff like that. So I have concealer, 2 foundations here, and a skin tint. So the skin tints from the XX Revolution and the rest are from Revolution brand. So that's another thing about Revolution, they kind of branched off into all these different companies as well. So they were all under the Revolution kind of brand, but there's like different brands underneath the main Revolution brands. They had like Makeup Obsession. I don't actually think they do that anymore. I Heart Revolution. They have XX Revolution. They definitely had a Relove Revolution as well. Yeah, so they did have like loads of different like little, you know, little brands underneath the Revolution umbrella. So I think they closed all their social media accounts for all those separate brands and just ended up grouping them all together anyway. So they're all kind of part of the one Revolution brand on their site, I think. But yeah, so I feel like it just doesn't interest me as much as a brand as it used to. Definitely the collabs got my interest, and the only products from the actual core Revolution line that I really reach for are those base products like foundations, concealers, skin tint, that kind of thing. I'm gonna actually get some of my other Revolution stuff out here. I do have a bunch of stuff from like the collabs here, but I'm gonna get some of the other stuff out because I want to kind of show you, because I just think the actual Revolution line, the packaging is quite basic, and I think, you know, it's not exciting. So this is Revolution blush that I have. I've had it for a good few years now, but just kind of show you what I mean with the packaging. They have repackaged these, so they are a bit slimmer, but they do overall just look the same. So like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I just feel like the packaging's just a bit like basic. Like, I love the packaging for the foundations and everything, but everything else in the kind of Revolution line is just quite basic packaging, unless it's a collab. That's what I think anyway. Yeah, so like a couple of years ago there was like I was doing so many Revolution orders. I loved Revolution. I remember I did like this massive order where I got like 20 products like 2 years ago. Like I feel like I could never do that now, just because the stuff on the website just doesn't interest me as much as it used to. It's because I've changed as a person, but also like my makeup interests kind of changed. But I just feel like I would struggle to even get like a few items from their site the way it is now. You know, the collabs were where it was at. Like I didn't shop the basic Revolution range much, and now they don't really seem to be doing their collabs. So like I will always buy a new Revolution foundation just because I know my shade in it, so I feel like I want to try them all. But in terms of their other products, I just don't know anymore. Revolution Pro, they're doing quite a lot of Charlotte Tilbury dupes at the minute, and I've seen a couple like nice lip glosses, lip oils from them. I actually have a lip gloss from them, it's really nice, so I do like that. But I'll just go into some of this other stuff here just so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Like this was like some of the stuff from like peak Revolution. I actually do have this here because I really do love this. This is from the more recent kind of Revolutions. This is the Grace, the cream blusher. I love these. Like, see if they were to come out with these like non-collab in just other colors. Like, I just love these. They're so nice. I love cream blushers, but I think they only do, they might have had a cream blush before, but I think mostly they just do their super dewy blushes, which are liquid blushers. But here's some of the other stuff from the collabs, which I just thought was amazing. So all the Disney Princess palettes, love them so much. The little lip toppers as well, they were so cute. Like I just loved when they done like a full collab, and I just thought everything was really fun in the collab. Like everything was so themed that they used to do. Look at this highlighter palette from the Simpsons collection. It was so nice. This is from the Looney Tunes collection. This little Tweety Pie palette, so cute. This was actually I Heart Revolution, this collab, rather than the standard Makeup Revolution. But oh my gosh, like these collections just were so innovative and fun and exciting, and I just feel like that was, for me, that was the exciting part of the Makeup Revolution brand. I feel like their standard line's just always been kind of boring to me. Like it hasn't, like there's been some products where I've been like, oh yeah, that looks really nice, you know, but not that often. Majority of the products I have from Revolution are the collabs. Here's another one of my favorites, the Roxy blush. This is in the Sakura shade. This is, again, it's so stunning. It's just like a natural pink shade. And this, I don't even know what this is from. This is from the Star Signs collection that they used to do. Like I nearly dropped it there. This is from like the Star Signs collection. It's a lip kit. just like a lip liner and lip gloss. And this is so nice. Like, where is this stuff now? Like, they're not doing licensed collabs, but they're not doing even like non-licensed collabs like this, like just themed collections. Like, oh my god, this is just so pretty. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like as a brand, I just don't really know with them anymore. Like, I feel like if it wasn't for their base products, I might have checked out of even, you know, being interested in them like a little while ago. But, you know, I will continue to observe them as a brand because I'm genuinely curious as to what they're gonna do in the future. But yeah, I just really feel like they're just not what they used to be. Like I say, like 2020 to 2022 was like their peak for me. Yeah, here's another fun thing from a past collab, the I Heart Revolution and Cocoa Pebbles. This is the Betty lip gloss. This smells like chocolate and I just was obsessed with this. I'm still obsessed with it, but like, yeah, it still has like that really nice chocolatey smell. Like the lip glosses you used to get in the Friends Joey lip gloss, like that was so good. I still have some of those because that was my favourite. Yeah, the Makeup Revolution collabs were just unmatched. I feel like that's when they were at the absolute top. So I wish they would bring some of these collabs back, but like maybe like just don't, like, not one every week. You know, that's the way they were going. They were like one every week, like a well thought out collab once every couple of months. I would love that. The Simpsons collab, I already showed you the highlight palette from like the Halloween collection, but this was from the Summer of Love collection. This palette, this honestly, this was my everyday eyeshadow palette for so long after it got released. Like, that is just like these shades here and this gold here. I love the little bits of blue. This was my perfect eyeshadow palette for so long. Then next I have, just to show you, this massive Taxi palette from Friends collab. I wasn't too fussed with the colour story of this, to be honest. My favourite shade is this glitter up here. This is absolutely stunning. Like, if they done more of these kinds of formula, I'd be obsessed. This would actually be so nice for like a smoky eye or something. I honestly need to get this out again. But yeah, I mean, like, you can even tell by my excitement in the video when I'm going through the old stuff. Like, this was definitely like where it was at for Makeup Revolution. Like, they definitely, I just hope they do more collabs because there's so many things that they could collab with. There's so many films, there's so many other like brands that they could collab with. They even done a Coca-Cola collab. Like, everything was just fun. Like, I feel like as much as I love, you know, kind of like soft glam makeup, I love fun makeup like this. Like, collabs, like, yeah, they were so good, and I'm sad that they've seemed to stop doing them. But yeah, for me, the Revolution stuff, even their Christmas collab last year, I actually didn't get anything from their Christmas collab because it just didn't interest me like at all. And I used to love the collabs, like at Christmas, the Christmas collections the year before, the 2022 Christmas one, when they did the little Ultimate Lights palettes. That was so nice. Like, why can't we just have like nice things like that? Yeah, I think for the Christmas collab last year, the Christmas collection last year, they did a dupe of the Huda, is it Rose Quartz palette? I'm not sure which palette it was, but yes, they done like a collection that was duping the Huda palette, and I'm just like, that's not very original. Please, could you just come up with your own original Christmas collection, because we would appreciate it so much more. But yeah, that's kind of all my thoughts and opinions and feelings on Makeup Revolution at the minute. It's a brand I'll continue to watch with interest because it was probably one of the first makeup brands I ever tried, so I feel like I'll never completely go away from it. But right now, I just feel like the strongest products for me are those base products, those foundation type products, because they never let me down. Like, I've got the skin tint on today, the XX skin tint, and this is, as you know, this is just my favourite. So they're really strong in that department. So I feel like if they just would reevaluate their other products, they could be a really, like, have so much potential. They have such a huge customer base. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what other people think of it. I could be like, you know, other people could think it's still you know, amazing, but that's just my thoughts as just like an average Makeup Revolution consumer. Yeah, that's my thoughts, but I would love to see them kind of just redesign their whole basic range, like repackage it, just make it a little bit more exciting, you know. I think they actually done recently, they did do a collab with, oh, it wasn't like a, I don't think, they haven't done a branded collab since the It one, I don't think, but this was like a Y2K collection, which, you know, it was cute. It had like a little flip phone palette and everything, but it just wasn't, I don't know, I feel like it's, I don't know, it's kind of like a basic almost, some of the stuff that they do, so I kind of think, you know, it was good for me a few years ago, but I have found lots of their stuff, not lots of it, but definitely some of their stuff is maybe aimed for like a younger audience, especially the I Heart Revolution. I feel like that's kind of aimed for more of a younger audience, and as my makeup tastes are changing, Revolution just doesn't appeal to me as much anymore, so I will like watch them with interest, see if there is anything else that comes. I'd love them to do like blusher sticks or something like that. I'd love them to redevelop new kind of lip glosses in their main brand. They had the collab lip glosses were so good, and they have I have a few good I Heart Revolution lip glosses, but I would love them to, because I think they have pout bombs, which they're all right, but they're not my favourite, so I would like to see maybe some new lip glosses from them. Maybe work on some new eyeshadow palettes. They do have a lot of eyeshadow palettes in their core collection, but I think there was one I was gonna get, it was like a purpley one, but I think it was like discontinued, so definitely maybe some new eyeshadow palettes in their core collection. I feel like they would have so much potential if they just built their core collection up. Like in this time they're not doing collabs, please can they just build their core collection, core products up to like a really just nice little collection of stuff, and then I just really want to see the collabs coming back, to be honest, because they were the best products that they done. But quality over quantity, definitely. Like don't just be, you know, putting a new collab out every week. Take time and perfect those collabs, and we will appreciate it so much more. But yeah, that's kind of all my thoughts on the Makeup Revolution brand. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. I'm always curious to see what other people think of these makeup brands, and if you have similar opinions to me. But yeah, let me know down below, and if you did like this video, it would mean a lot if you give it a thumbs up, subscribe for future content. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon in another video. Bye.